Happy Wellness Wednesday. Come on in. You know the drill. Tell me how you feel today. I'm feeling great. I'm rocking our Definition tee in white from our Definition collection. You can shop all of our merch, mugs, everything, whatever you want. Fanny packs, hats, whatever. We got it on tribetribute.org. Last week we talked about self-love, self-pride, what that means, what that feels like. Hi, Trey. Come on in. Tell me how you feel. This is Wellness Wednesday, y'all. And yeah, so last week we talked about self-love, self-pride. Today is all about growth and change and the growth necessary for change. I'm CEO Char, and we're talking to my friend, morning anchor and host, Kyreon. She's going to join us in a second, but if you have questions for Kyreon, be sure to drop it in the chat. If you like to ask a question before any of our shows, you can do so by filling out the form in our bio. If you'd like to recommend a speaker, you can do so on that form as well. So again, I'm CEO Char, and we're talking to morning anchor and host, Kyreon, and we're talking about growth and change, what that looks like, what that feels like, how we navigate. So let's get Kyreon on.
Hey, Kyra.
Hey.
Hey, girl. How you feel?
I'm tired, but I'm...
Thank you for being here. I know you're busy. I know you're moving. You're getting settled. So thank you. I appreciate it. I see you.
I'm rocking my...
I love it. Thank you, friend. Make sure you get a selfie. I need a selfie to share this with everybody. You look beautiful. Oh, you look so good. Hey, fellas. So let's get started. You ready, ma'am?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so first let me know who you are. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Kyreon. I am a morning anchor and host at a TV station here in Peoria, Illinois now. Obviously, I'm not in any way affiliated. This isn't affiliated with them, so but I'm working at WMBD in Peoria right now, and it's been a blast. I started last week 2, and it's been going very well.
I love it. Congratulations. How has that been? Can we get right into it? Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so how has that change been from moving, motherhood, all and that life, everything in between? How was that process for you?
Well, I'll say it took a lot to get to this point. Previously, I was a multimedia journalist in Jefferson City for 3 years in my hometown market. So I started out at home, in my hometown market. So that was really nice. Obviously, I had a baby in August, Milani. So that's my girl. So, it was a big change for me and my fiance.
That's new too. Tell him.
Yes. Yes, it's just been it was a big adjustment, adjusting to parenthood, and then obviously navigating the media world as well. So, in media, it is rough because obviously working in media is hard, but you have to find your balance there. So, obviously, we thought we were going to be staying close to family, close to home, but that's where the growth comes. I felt I had done what God had called me to do in my hometown market. I hit a plateau, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's time for some change. So that's where we come in there with the change. I've grown a lot where I was. I'm saying I'm thankful for that opportunity. I grew a lot. I learned a lot, grew a lot. But I felt it was time I prayed a lot about this opportunity too. I felt it was time to make the next jump. And that's what I had to do. I wasn't sure what that looked like or where it was going to be. I was like, oh my gosh, we need to be close to family because the baby. But then at the same time, God's like, okay, just relax. I got this. So
I hear that. So let's talk about that process. And when you are faced with a challenge, faced with a change, what is that mindset like? And I hear you say God, which is that's the heart of it. But how do you move through that process of, okay, because this is new, but we're moving through it. How do you move through it?
Well, like I said, it took me a lot of prayer to move through it, but it also
Mm-hmm.
takes a lot of, weighing out the options, seeing what's going to be best for you. So I had to really go through a point where I was weighing things out. Like, if I stay, is this going, like, what am I getting by staying? If I leave, then what can I get from that? So I think you really just need to talk it through with yourself. If you have a significant
Mm-hmm.
other or, somebody like that, also talk it through with them. I mean, I know people lean on family, but
Yes.
sometimes talk it out with yourself just to weigh out those options, because a lot of times we can be our worst enemy and we're like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't
That's
do
right.
that. But I really had to talk up myself and be like, okay, I've never ventured out
Yes.
far away from home. I've never been more than 30 minutes away from home. Now I'm 4 hours. So I was like, you know what? I can do this. And it's been a
I
blast so
love
far.
that. I love
Yeah.
that. And you talk about positive self-talk and knowing that you can do this. So what has been the best part of your journey so far? Not just career, not just life, but when approaching growth and change, what is the best part for you?
I guess just seeing results. So, like, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
we went to
Yeah.
college together. So, as we went to college, we've set goals since we even graduated high school. So, setting those goals from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
we knew that we had a lot of goals we wanted to accomplish. So, just seeing results and seeing the goals that you have set being reached is amazing, because obviously being an anchor was a goal I had
Mm-hmm.
set for later down down the road, but I didn't think I would be able to come up on this opportunity so quickly. So it's been a blessing. So just setting the bar high for yourself and just going through with things and taking that leap of faith, for sure. But seeing results has been the most rewarding thing through everything.
I love that. I love that. Tribe, if you have a question for Kyreon, ask it in the chat and she'll answer it in real time. If you want to ask a question anonymously before the show, you can do so by filling out the form in our bio. You can recommend a speaker with that form as well. And with change, with life, it's unpredictable. And what do you say for somebody who is in that stage of figuring it out and needs help? What advice would you give them?
So you can do it. Uh, Being a mom, I say this, it's really my perspective. Obviously, that took my world by storm, but she's great. She's amazing. So I love my little baby. But you can do it. Say, that's all I can offer, is that you can do it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Sometimes it takes a
Mm-hmm.
leap of faith. Sometimes we have to move ourselves out of comfortable situations in order to grow.
Ooh,
So
yes.
it's a little comfortable to reach where you want to go. So
I
I
love that. Great
definitely,
advice.
yeah,
Great
just have to
advice.
move yourself into the uncomfortableness to get where you want to be.
I hear that. And you speaking on comfort and how sometimes we stay in our comfort zones because it's so comfortable. But I know for me, you have to recognize that you're too comfortable. So how do we do that? How do we know when, okay, we're getting too comfortable here, too comfortable at this job, too comfortable in this lifestyle. Let's do some things different.
Yes, you can definitely feel. I felt where I was. Obviously, I was getting real comfortable. I was going through the
Mm-hmm.
motions every day, and that's when when you feel like you're just
Okay.
going through the motions every day. Like, you just feel like, okay, get up, get ready, let's do this. Get up, get ready, let's do this. And
Yes.
like when you feel any fire behind what you're doing, that's when something needs to change. You need to change your environment or change how you're approaching something. But that's when you feel like you're going through the motions. And that's what set heavy on my spirit for a long time. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm just going through the motion, but it's time to
Mm-hmm.
do something different. And I'm so glad that I did jump out there and do what I had to do.
I love that. And we're talking to our tribe, and Dallas has a question related to that. And she asks, can you talk about the importance of a stable support system when you're facing drastic change?
Oh, yes. Find people that you can lean on, whether that be
Mm-hmm.
family, a friend, somebody you can, like I said, a spouse, a significant other, somebody you can
Mm-hmm.
trust, somebody that is going to give you the real. Obviously, I'm saying you and Dallas are my good friends. So Dallas always gives the real. She always gets it straight out. So
that's right. Shout out to Dallas.
She always gives the real. Always giving, telling me what I need to hear. So, like I said, that's my confidant too. So I always her for a lot of things. She really pushed me she's pushed me all throughout my life. Say through everything. So shout out to moms. But yeah, relationships too. Yeah, just if you're in a relationship, make sure that's stable. Say that was super important for us with D'Angelo. He was on the same track with me. He wanted to support me through whatever I wanted to do. So he packed it. Obviously, he had no choice. No. So I'm super grateful for a fiance who is super supportive of my career, my decision, doing what's best for our family. So we've definitely been able to adjust here, still adjusting here in Illinois, but having a strong support system is everything. Because when it's shaky, you're shaky. So
yes, I hear that. My final question is about the process of evolving and just honestly the transition, and it's really about staying grounded as you grow and like knowing that there's more to get to. So how do you fix your mind to say, okay, this is my right now, but I know that I want to be, like you said, you set those goals in high school. I want to be an anchor, and then God said, now, this is the time now, and you're shining through that now. So how do you prepare your mind and constantly go through that process of, okay, this is not where I'm at, this is not where I want to be, but I know I have places to go.
Ooh, yeah. I really have to humble myself. And I think all have I'm not sure if everyone, some people may be more confident, but we all have in the back of our minds some doubt, thinking that we can't get somewhere because we don't have this experience yet, or we don't have this, this credential or that, or this or that. But you really just have to stop doubting yourself. I know I do that a lot. So I think once I stopped putting the doubt in my mind and just started trusting in the process, that's when things started working out. Because there was a whole bunch of things that I wanted to work out. So this is where my faith comes in. There's a lot of things that I wanted to work out, but I'll say it didn't work out. I'm like, why didn't it work out? I'm upset, I'm crying. And then I was like, God was like, hold on, bigger, think bigger. So you really just have to get your mind right. Like meditate if that's what you want to do, pray if that's what you want to do. The self-doubt, we got to put it into self-doubt, because you just have to believe in yourself. At the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself that you can do bigger and better things, and you will get to that journey, that destination, whether you now or down the road, but you will get there. Just stay positive. Keeping a positive mindset has really helped my life in general moving forward. Just thinking positive through everything. Even when I thought things were going wrong, just remaining positive, finding something positive out of any situation.
I love that. And before you go, I want to ask if you could give a tribute to the tribe. And that's basically, you've been giving us a lot of advice, a lot of love, but I want it to be like put a bow on it. Let us walk away with something good. A tribute to the tribe.
Oh, Charmaine, how you put me on the spot like that?
You've been giving us this stuff without even thinking about it all day long.
On my chin.
Right, tap into it.
Okay, it's real cliche, but honestly, truly, I've do not compare your journey to anyone else. Walk in your own lane. Create your own lane. Let's say there's don't follow others. Create your own lane. Don't be led astray. Be the lead. You be the line leader. I'll say that shit nickname.
That's our code word. That's our code word. But yeah,
be the line leader.
Be the line leader. Yes.
Yeah. And stay on that path. If there's a detour, find a way to get around that. If you have to take another exit to get to where you're going, then you do that. But don't try to follow everyone else. That's what I have to say. because you can do it.
Bottom line, be the line leader. I hear that. Yes. Thank you, Kai. How can we stay connected with you? Don't be
How
what
can
you
we?
say? Mm-hmm.
I said yes.
That's right. So how can we stay connected? How can the tribe stay connected to you and what you do?
Well, you can follow me here on Instagram, Kyreon, Kyreon.Lee. Or you can follow me on Twitter, just Kyreon Lee. And on Facebook, you can find my professional page, Kyreon Lee TV.
That's right. Thank you, Char. This is Wellness Wednesday. Thank you, Kai. I love you. And see y'all next week.